Hello, and welcome to GroundTech Detector. I'm Furkan. In this video, we'll be introducing our A2 and A2-GEO models. Right now, our A2-GEO model is on the table. We're turning on our A2-GEO model using the power button. Here, along with the GroundTech logo, our device powers on immediately with a sound. First, I would like to tell you that when we want to use the 3D ground scanning, live scanning, and pinpoint modes, if we are planning to use them, we need to attach our sensor to the device. So we can only switch to them when the sensor is connected. For your information, now with our detector coil attached, we can switch to detector mode here. So we can use the detector mode when our search coil is attached, and the other modes with our sensor attached. Let's switch to the detector mode by pressing OK. After pressing OK, we see three modes here: Quick Scan mode, Advanced Scan mode, and Pinpointer mode. We can do these with the detector. In addition to those, you can also perform 3D scanning with the detector search coil through our G-Portal app on your phone. I'll show you that as well. I am switching to Quick Scan mode first. We see a loading bar filling up here. Once the bar is full, our device is ready. We can clear its memory once by pressing the reset button at the bottom. Right now, our device is on, but there are no faulty signals. The device is working perfectly. There are definitely not any faulty signals there, even though we are in an indoor environment. The device is a very successful system. I also want to mention this. Now let's bring some metal close to our detector. I brought a gold bracelet here. The reason is that I want to show that we can distinguish gold because our device can differentiate precious metals. I'm bringing it closer to our detector now. Right now, it's detecting it as metal. It's also identifying it as non-ferrous. So our device is able to distinguish gold by detecting it as both metal and precious, I can say. Now let's try a phone. I'm holding the phone right now. Look, even though it's a phone, it sees this as iron. So it's indicating the phone is non-precious. It can differentiate very easily. I'll hold the gold bracelet again. You see? Let me hold it a bit higher. Right now, our device is distinguishing the gold and identifying it as non-ferrous, meaning precious. Let's return to the previous mode. We have a back button right here. We press that button. Here we have the advanced mode. I'm switching to the advanced mode now. There's an audio threshold here. If you provide a sound, you can detect metal based on this sound. I'm switching to that with OK. This device works with a non-motion system for ferrous and non-ferrous detection. This mode is active now. When I press the reset button here, I cleared the memory. As you can see, the device isn't picking up any faulty signal in this mode either. You can swing it as much as you want. These systems are meant to be swung more slowly anyway. You can swing it as much as you like. The device won't produce any faulty signals. If you use it correctly, you can search very successfully. Now I'm holding the gold type again. Right now, it's detecting it as non-ferrous. Very clear. I'm passing it by now. It's detecting it as non-ferrous. We saw that this gold is precious. Now I'm holding the phone. Here, it's distinguishing the phone as iron. It's detecting a phone as iron. It's both giving a signal and seeing the phone as a non-precious iron. I'm holding the gold again. It's detecting our gold as precious, non-ferrous. Now I'm returning to the previous menu. I went back. We've seen the quick search and the advanced search. Now I'm switching to pinpointer mode. It gives a short loading screen here also. This pinpointing system peaks when it's directly over the target. At that level, you know it is right on top of metal. I'm resetting our device once. Even though we're indoors, there are no faulty signals. Now I'm slowly passing our metal. It's saying we're right at the point above it, and now right in the middle. I'm moving away. It's fading. I'm bringing our metal back. When it's right on the spot, so you use this system for pinpointing, after doing a normal search, you use this to pinpoint. It reaches the highest level at the peak when it's right here. Now I'm going right back from here. We've seen the quick scan, advanced scan, and pinpointer modes from our detector mode. Now I'm going to attach the sensor. We'll show the other modes. Then, while switching to our phone app, we'll see how we use the device through it. See you in the sensor section. Yes, we've attached our sensor to the device. Now we will see what we can do with the sensor. First of all, there are 2 sensors in total, both at the bottom and inside the device. The device works as a gradiometer. Now, after turning the device back on here, you can switch to the 3D ground scan. Here you can perform live scan and pinpointer modes with the sensor attached. I'm immediately switching to the 3D ground scan mode with OK. Now here on the device, you immediately set your step count, step sequence, direction, pattern, and mode. So you enter how many steps you're going to take. I want to show this to you right away. I'll set it to 5 to keep it short. But normally, you should search 10 by 10. I have clicked there. Now reducing the step sequence to 5 as well. This is the number of lines to the side. I've reduced this to 5 too. You set your direction, whether you want to start on the right or the left. I generally start from the right side. I'm not planning to do any actual scanning here, but let's call it a habit. For the pattern, set if you do parallel or zigzag. We'll demonstrate in field training anyways. In the menu, you can choose parallel or zigzag. I want it to stay in parallel. We also have a mode. Do you want to use it in automatic mode or manual mode, using this button at the bottom? Let's use manual now. After doing this, we confirm the device here. After confirming, we go to the start of our search line and take our first reading by pressing the trigger at the bottom, after fixing the device sensor at a right angle to the ground. Assume I've taken my first shot. I'm moving 30 centimeters forward as a second step. I'm moving 30 centimeters forward as my third. I move 30 centimeters forward as my fourth one. Then I took my 5th step. After completing these steps, you move from where I finished to the start of the line or to the beginning of the line where you'll start scanning. The device asks you that have you moved to the start of the line? Are you ready to begin? We confirm this right away. After confirming, we continue with scanning again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It asks, have you moved to the start of the new line? I say yes here. I confirm. I do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It asks the same question again. Did you move to the start of the line? I'm confirming by pressing OK. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It asks if we moved to the final line this time. I'm confirming it again. I'm entering 5 by 5 in the same way. It already shows the number of steps and the order in which you've taken them. You can clearly see here which row you're on and which step you're at. I'm switching here. You can already see your modes over there, 5 by 5 steps. You started from the right, parallel, and it says manually. Here you can see everything clearly. After completing the 5th step from here, it notifies us that the scan is complete. Let me confirm. After confirming, you can see the file right here. But since we can't open the file here, you need to log into our G-Portal application. There's a cloud icon right there. I'll show you that too. After pressing the cloud icon, you can now analyze the scans you've made with this device on G-Portal. Now that I've shown this, I'm going back from here. Then there's the settings section. We've just come here. We saw the 3D ground scanning detector to scan ground information. Now I'm switching again. There's a live scanning mode. I'm approving it with OK button. When you enter live scanning mode, colors change here. Colors in red, green, and blue pass by. Based on the color tones here, you can tell whether it's metal or not, whether it's a cavity or not. Now I'm testing it quickly. Right now it's showing blue. When it's blue, it means there's a cavity. But of course, not every blue area is a cavity. Here it deals with softness and hardness. I'm quickly resetting my device once. Then I'll try again. Yes. Now it's showing red. Red normally indicates the hardness of a metal. I'm resetting my device again. It continuously transitions between colors. I recommend using it for pinpointing. Let's say you've performed the 3D scan after you interpreted and learned whether it was a metal or a cavity. I would recommend you use this system to pass over and pinpoint. Otherwise, if you search directly, you might confuse yourself, because you may not be very proficient with the device. You may not be a professional, but once you're very proficient and professional with the device, you can also use this mode for searching. I'm going back to the previous menu. We've seen the live scan, now it's time for pinpointer mode. The pinpointer shows the pinpointing just like in detector mode, so this could be the metal object there. Or it could even be a cavity. Or it could be a metal. When you hover over it, it gives you the exact point. In other words, it helps you determine their precise locations. I'm going back there and switching to pinpointer mode now. Here I'm pressing the reset trigger on the bottom of my device once, and I will start testing. When you hover over it, it gives you the exact point. When you hover directly over the point, it indicates the precise location and lets you know you're right on top of it. Now that we've seen this mode, I'm quickly going back from here. Now let's quickly review what we've seen here. First, after turning on the device and plugging in the sensor, we have seen 3D ground scanning. We have seen live scanning with the sensor. We have seen the pinpointer mode here with the sensor. Then we've attached the detector search coil and seen the detector modes. Here we've seen the fast, advanced, and pointer modes. Now I'll show you how to use these modes one by one through the G-Portal application also. See you now in the G-Portal app.